Hello, this is Sergey from ProperSoft, and this video shows how to work with transactions. So you would start the transactions up, and then you would load a file, could be CSV file, PDF file, or any other supported file, and then you would see transactions inside the application. So the first thing you should do is to select output format, because output format defines which fields or which columns you can work with. So for QBO, QFX, or FX files, there is no category column, for example, but there is category column for QIF files. There is also additional split name column for IIF files, and so things like that. So set the output format as the first thing. So next thing is this control show dates as, and it defines how dates are shown inside the application. So in your source file, like CSV file or PDF file, dates could be in a different date format. They could be in date, months, year format. They could be just months, day format, and it's not how you expect to see dates usually inside, let's say, QuickBooks or other financial application. So it could be quite confusing if dates are not shown in expected format. So this control defines that dates, regardless how they presented in input file, they will be shown always same way inside the application. Another thing to set is if you have missing year in your file, or year cannot be determined, you can quickly change the year of dates without touching months and day. So this way you could adjust it without touching other part of date. And this click on arrow button applies to all dates loaded inside the application. Another button that works similar way is change plus minus for all, and this button applies to all transactions loaded inside the application. And some CSV files may have reverse amount sign, like especially credit card files. They could have expenses as positive numbers and payments to the account as negative numbers, and expenses must be always negative and payments to the account must be always positive. So to quickly adjust that, click the button once per file. Next thing you can do is to click add transaction to add just additional transaction as part of your conversion. Sometimes you need to do this quickly, add couple transactions, and this button allows to do that. So next thing is those checkboxes. So they define if a transaction will be included in the output. So if you want all transactions to be included, make sure all of them have checkboxes checked off. If you want some transactions excluded, just exclude once you don't want to. You can use this header checkbox as quickly check or uncheck all transactions. And now another thing to do is highlight transactions. So when you work with transactions, you would want to do certain things to group of transactions. So for this you have to first highlight them. So if you click on one transaction, left click, then you would highlight this transaction, and you click another one, you highlight this one. So if you want to highlight few of them, let's say range, so click first one, hold shift key on your keyboard and click the last one to select transaction range. So those are highlighted range, right? And then another thing to do is you can click one and then hold Ctrl and click another one, and that would make them those two highlighted. And once you highlighted them, you can right click on any highlighted area and to bring this menu, and this will apply to highlighted transactions. So you can check them, you can uncheck them, and you can change plus minus, you can add year. So this is useful if, let's say, you have statement that goes over year end, and the year end is not detected. Then you would have December 2015, December 2015, then January 2015, which should be 2016. So what would you do is just select those January dates and then right click and then say year plus. So that was about highlighting. And the last thing to mention is that you can edit any cell in this table, so you can edit any way you like. So dates should stay dates, amount should stay amount, and for like names and memos, you can enter anything you like. So that's it about working with transactions inside the application. Thank you for watching.